to episode 9 of Let's Play iRacing. As you can see, we're at the Interlagos track, the Autodrome Jose Carlos Pache, and the 24 hours of fun. It's a multi-class race, 25-minute standing start between I think it's the Ford Falcon V8 Supercar, the Corvette, the McLaren, and the car I'm going to be driving, which is the Ford GT. I did qualify here. I'm going to check where I came in a second. I'm just going to get my fuel in for the race because that would ruin me otherwise. Okay, apparently qualifying doesn't count. It's more of like a pre-thing. But let's see where we are. Okay, down at the bottom of the down 27th. We've got a very big field here, 35 people. Going to be very hectic off the line, so we'll get up there, get a bit of warm-up done, make sure the car feels all right, and we'll go from there really. Now, Interlagos is a track that I know very well, mainly because of the endurance series that I run. We raced 6 hours here a couple of races ago, and I did about 4 hours of that, so I know this track fairly well. Obviously there are differences between the one that we raced and the iRacing version. The iRacing version being a bit more realistic, of course, it's laser scanned, but you know, it's getting to know the track is kind of half the battle, so to speak. In qualifying, not that it counts obviously from what I just saw, I managed to run a 35.2. I'm not sure how that kind of compares to lap times, because this is actually the first time.
Rip.
Oh look, just saw John Taylor Tammy, he's in my endurance league. Hey John! Let's see if he
What up, Jimmy?
how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Did you get any practice in for this?
You're in a vet.
Well, it's going to be difficult to talk to him. He's actually in our class as well.
Just in the HPD here, testing it. I just bought the truck last night.
It's a fun track, man. It's just really low grip here.
Yeah, last time I raced here was in the 6 hours, so I haven't really done any practice at all, apart from our qualifying course.
I just can't believe they got the shine lights and all that on here, but that's pretty wild.
Well, that'll do me. Car feels fine.
Just a word of advice.
Get those off.
If you're driving the Corvette, KK's got a pretty good setup for here.
I'll keep them on for now, and obviously if they get a bit too overwhelming, then we'll turn them off again.
Now I'm in a Ford GT.
I don't know much about that car. I don't have it or the McLaren.
Interlagos setup for the Ford GT. Yeah, I switched to it now, but I forgot to change the setup and didn't go too well.
Definitely looking forward to this. I love the big races.
You could always run a fixed setup, man. Maybe just adjust the brake bias on it.
I think this is the McLaren class here. Lots of people running that. Oh, you can hear that V8 supercar with its enhanced sounds. It sounds brilliant. I almost bought it based on that, but I don't think I'll ever get to race it, so
61.
there's not much point really, is there? Let's listen to that for a bit. Oh, that's very nice. Looks like it's time for racing.
There's a turn there, bonehead.
Good luck, everyone.
So this is just for fun. It's kind of like the Cup, so you don't really have to so much worry about your safety rating.
There you go.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. At least there's no safety rating now. I'm sorry about that, though.
That's cool. At least, I mean, don't go out here wrecking everybody, but...
Now, it's a standing start, this one. So, I've practiced a little bit standing starts, but not on this track, and we've got a bit of a curve, so we're probably going to end up falling down to the left a little bit.
Who?
Yeah, guys, it might not be affecting our safety rating, but let's try and keep it clean. I don't want to get smashed out of this.
I don't either. First time I've raced a GT car here. Racing start.
Okay, right. Our goal was to beat John here, number 6. Seeing as I know him. I want to snag my first gear. I want to get going. I'm pumped for this one. Right, we'll try. Well, I've got to be careful. I don't want to end up going back on these McLarens at the start. Like that. Oh, these Cadillacs there after an amazing start. Didn't know they were racing in here, but apparently they are. Nice and slow, nice and slow. There's no point going quick through here. Best to go over the craft, to be honest. Don't want to get involved in that. Right, let's go. Oh, I don't mind being behind that. How beat up it is. I had a feeling the race might be a bit like this. Hopefully it will sort itself out after a while. Wow, this is hectic. I mean, obviously I'm used to racing in not massively good iRacing, but better iRacing than this it seemed. Everyone just seems to be everywhere. Obviously there's no limit on it, so people just can be... We're getting people mixed with the pros mixed with people who really aren't safe. And I'm not a pro by any instance, but... Ah, see, that's terrible. I just want a bit of clean space. Once that sorts itself out, we'll be alright, but I think the... Fucking hell. You'll have to excuse any language in this video. I mean, this is pretty hectic, and this guy on the floor's damaged. I want to be careful with him. There you go, okay. Right, let's go. That was insane, first lap. Oh, I don't want to be doing this with someone. Now, apparently I'm leading my class off. It's gone a bit better than I thought. This guy is definitely holding me up. I mean, he's fast in a straight line. That is literally it. Both going a bit wide. I'm kind of following him off. I'm quite glad the voice chat's off. I can't imagine what kind of arguments are going on at the moment. Computer isn't liking massively the amount of cars on the track. We've got 35 cars on the track. We did have at the start anyway, and running at about 60 FPS, which isn't too bad. There's a car. Fuck's sake! People really just cannot drive, and it's terrible. Alright, no damage from that incident. Luckily, we just bonked him round, just completely. I guess it's my fault for being a bit too close, but you know, we can go about that all day. Let's try and make up some overall places, shall we? We are quicker than a lot of these people on track. But I've pretty much won my class already, it seems. I don't know where anyone else is. People still arguing here. Hey John, you still driving?
I just got back out.
Sorry, man.
I managed to avoid everything so far. Saying that probably jinxed it now. Let's try and get past. Don't want to hit these people, but again, they're just holding me up. Like, it's so difficult to make passes because they're so unpredictable, these people. Hopefully he'll let me get past. Let's pop it up the inside. Oh no, he wants to run it round because of a reason I can't think of. In the defence of the V8 supercar drivers, those cars are apparently pigs to drive. I've never tried it myself, but they've got the worst reputation in iRacing apparently. They're even worse than the Skip Barber, which I've had trouble with obviously in the past. Right, let's see what kind of speed we've got compared to the Cadillacs. looking pretty equal. Obviously we have got the draft, and so is he. He's the first in the Cadillac class. Let's just try and... There you go. That's enough of waiting now. Oh. Guy in front of us just disconnected. Guess that's helpful. There's John up ahead there. Had an unfortunate race it seems so far. That was nice. I've never really driven this car with worn tyres around here, so I'm not quite sure how the car will develop, etc. But it'll be interesting to find out. I guess I'll come into this race less prepared than I should have done, but seeing the amount of people that just completely destroyed themselves in turn 1, I'm going to get a replay of that. I have to get a replay of that. I mean, but it just shows that everyone's trying to, you know, get round at 100 million miles an hour. There's no point. There really isn't. Like, although it's only a 25 lap race, the amount of cars on track, if you go into turn 1 like that, you're not going to come out of it again. You're going to lose your positions, and that's going to be it. So I'm not sure what John did at turn 1, but he's been caught up somewhere as well. It might not have been his fault, but you know, even I managed to hit somebody. So it's pretty ridiculous. We've got a bit of clean track now, so see if we can pump out some good laps. Braking a bit late there, but managed to get it slowed down just about. Just riding the line between lock and as much brakes as I can give it. Fall's a bit long, I think, for the gearbox for this track, but it's not too big of an issue. I did try second for this gear for that corner a couple of times, but you have a bit too many revs, and it's just, you know, it gets a bit dangerous. Oh, I've got a whole lot of cars ahead of us now. Oh dear, forgetting to brake there a little bit. I'm not quite sure why. I think I'll just concentrate on the cars ahead of me. Some have already lapped going off ahead of us again. This is a McLaren. He should be faster than us, but obviously with the first corner and the first lap shuffling everyone up a little bit, no one's really where they should be. I'm not complaining though, because first place. I'm not saying that I shouldn't be in first place. Obviously, clean driving is its own reward. There you go. Nice and easy. I never really go out wide in that corner. I don't know why. I always say they're a bit difficult. And the McLaren's spinning off again. Luckily I kind of saw him going, so I had to go wide instead of trying to go up the inside and collecting him. This is pretty hectic. Need to start braking a bit earlier there, I think, if I want the tyres to survive. Letting off the power a bit there, just to get the car around the corner. Well, I said fourth a bit too long for this track, but we'll get there. Nice, slow down nice, and then that corner you can go a lot faster than you think you can. I think you can. No, it's kind of deceptive when you get into the apex. Same with that corner, you can use quite a lot of runoff there and not have it count as enough track. I'm not sure how I feel about that, considering there are other areas where you can put, you know, a fifth of your wheel off a track and then you get like a massive stream of tracks, but no, if it's there to be used, I guess I've got to use it. Same with this little kind of rumble strip on the right down on the corner coming up now. People use it. I'm not sure if it's an advantage or not. Probably is because you go a bit wider. But see, that's enough track, but that isn't. Odd. Okay, right. Let's see how they react to the GT leader coming through, if at all. I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to race it out. I don't know how he managed that. Must give him a bit too much of a flick left when going around the corner. We'll break at 100 meters because there's no point getting involved in these people. We'll just take our time. There's no one behind us that's going to be catching us massively. We'll get past them anyway. There's an example there of trying a bit too hard for no reason. McLaren's having the edge in a straight line. Just going slow through the apex. Hopefully it's going to let me past. Thank you, 15. Not sure what this Cadillac's doing, but I thought it was going to give me the outside line there, but apparently not. I think he just made a bit of a mistake. I'm going to go up your inside 31. Making my intentions known just so I can get past.
Wow, that Corvette's fast, eh?
Corvette out. Try and get out of that smoke. The smoke in the Corvette can actually, or smoking from cars, I realised when watching a video, can actually affect your windscreen.
Okay.
Yeah, it does, Jarek. I was racing wheel to wheel with one a minute ago and it sounded so good. I didn't want to overtake it. The V8 does sound fantastic. They've done a fantastic job. It might sound like pure speed, but it doesn't go like pure speed. Let's see if we can catch up Tammy a bit, shall we? This is probably the most satisfying corner on the course to get right. I'm saying that I don't, but it can be. I know when people got really watch for the Corvettes, it seems. I'm not sure where the fastest McLaren is. Not really too fast, to be honest. I mean, I haven't got to try and maximise my time or anything. I could probably just cruise and let them through. Yeah, this new field of view is working quite well. There's a video that if I remember, I'll link in the description to someone I'm subscribed to named Tactical Cardboard, and he does a fantastic video on the kind of pros and cons of having a good field of view, and you know, it's definitely worth a watch if you're just getting started on iRacing or wondering why you're struggling a bit, because it really can make a difference. That fourth kill with me out of there, but it's not really any worry. If I ever come here in any kind of series, then I'll probably address it, but otherwise the setup feels quite good, to be honest. I feel very planted a lot of the time. I'm not running much wing, just because that's how I prefer my car a lot of the time. I prefer to have a bit of oversteer. Understeer is the worst thing in the world to me, as I get it through there a little bit. Who's that has gone off? No, it's one of us, one of the GTs. See where he is. What's he going to do? Is he letting us? Is he pulling off? Yeah, I think he's given up. See, just watching him there cost me time. Because it's just funny because this race is just so relaxed. I can just like stop for a while, see if someone's gone off, and keep going. Number 6 of John pulling away a bit, but really not pushing to catch him. I mean, we could give it a go, but it's just more traffic at the end of the day, and if I'm still running 36, 37s, then it's not so bad. Braking very early there. Just being gentle to the car, really. There's no point trying to brake it. I mean, I think John's trying to make his way back through the field, but he's already been shuffled. I'm not sure where the second place GT is. On the V8's being caught out there. The bad thing about them being put in this class is they don't have the same kind of braking capabilities as the GT cars. They're a bit heavier, and when stuff like that does happen, obviously when you try and outbrake someone or try and get in front of someone and brake in a V8 supercar, you get a similar situation to what I had. Basically, where in the last race where the McLarens went to the back of me. Obviously, the McLaren got a brake there, but I'm just using it as an example. That's what would happen. Taking it nice and easy. There's literally no point of me like going beyond my means right now. Catching up with McLaren. Hopefully, he'll be kind to us and just let us through when we get there. I'll tell you what, though, this is going a bit. Well, it's going pretty much the same as my last 24 hours of fun race. I raced Spa back when I first started iRacing. I mean, probably first started iRacing. I drove the Cadillac. I came first in class, but only because literally what happened here happened again. People just stopped their cars in mid-track, basically. Oh. It would be nice to have a bit of a closer race, though. I mean, I just feel like I'm just cruising around at the moment. We've got 13, 14 laps to go. And it's just waiting till the end, basically, now. Hopefully we'll catch some traffic or something to make it a bit more interesting. Let's see if we can catch some McLaren, shall we? I'll take that a bit wider, I'm going to be doing that. Because you get this horrible runoff there, you just get booted out, and it's terrible how much runoff they give you. I mean, you can take that corner so wide. I mean, you are discouraged because the curbs are quite bumpy and they can upset the car, but if you take it, you know, kind of straight on, then you're fine. Oh, a bit of understeer through there. You can take this flat in qualifying, not in the race. Let's try this line, shall we? And now I understand why people use it. Okay. Yeah, this version of Interlag, like I said, is still fairly new to me. I'm still finding kind of the tricks of it and the hints and whatever. And I'm getting there slowly. Fifth? Jesus. That's 5th place overall, if you didn't understand. Well, now 4th place overall. I'm in the 4 GT. Just goes to show how... I'm not even going to go into it. I'm sure you can understand by now, you know, what I'm feeling. Going a bit wide through there, but it doesn't matter so much. I think we need to try and catch Rod now, don't we? Get third. For those unaware, Rod is the 66 car, about 10 seconds up the road. I do forget sometimes that not everyone can see my little dash in the bottom right there. It tells me everything. The new video software I'm using is pretty good for that, but don't want to take any chances really. Suffering a bit of understeer now, tyres are a bit worn. Nothing too bad, but you know, there's a notable difference between now and the start of the race. We are catching the McLaren, not at a massive rate, but slowly. I mean, it'll probably get to the point, if I get close enough, he'll just back out of it, because he's a lap behind the 66 car who I'm trying to catch at the moment for my 3rd overall. Which I know it doesn't count for much, but at this point in the race I'm just racing for honour, I guess. Honour and boredom. Bit of a slower lap, that one. Not quite sure I lost a second, but we'll try and gain that back. Got to be careful because that inside curve likes to chuck you around. Fourth is good for anchoring the car there. Sorry, I knocked my mic there. I'm trying to have it so you don't hear as much of the wheel, because I'm very aware that the wheel is very loud in these videos, and whilst you know, I don't want it to be, there's not really much I can do about it. The microphone I use is next to a headset. The wheel's about 50 centimeters away from the microphone, so it's quite difficult. I've tried moving it a bit to like the side of my head and see how that works, but nice and easy. Got a beautiful flow to this track. I do like this middle sector. So running the 6-hour race in the endurance series, you really get to know tracks and get to kind of get into the rhythm. It's something that's very hard to lose once you know it. I do love that sound running over the strip at the side there. People are happy again. If you can see the chat, I recommend watching it throughout this video. It is a laugh. Yeah, see, we're starting to get the warnings now. We're getting closer. Not too heavy on the brakes, but enough to slow us down. Didn't check that too well. You see, when behind the McLaren, the slipstream, and the straight line speed difference is negated pretty much. Breaking point fascist. That's a new one. If I'd taken the interesting line to this corner, it means you have to break the corner though, and obviously the speed difference is obvious. I wonder how many people in this are actually still racing. Hopefully we can get a go up the hill. I mean, we do have a power disadvantage, I think, but... Oh, hello. Oh, that's third place. People talking about protesting, there really is no point. Oh, fourth, okay, well. That'll do me still. Hey Fad, do you mind if I get by? Thanks, dude. There you go. It's not too big of a deal in this race, but it just saves me having like another variable of maybe hitting him. So you can never predict people. I mean, I went a bit wide in the bottom corner there. I could have touched him if I wasn't careful. I'm not sure if protesting would do much in this particular series. It is race 13, sorry, week 13, and this is basically where all the fun races happen. Saying that though, it shouldn't be a case of like bumper cars. People should be taking it, being serious and when they're driving, and not going in to destroy other people's races. So, I don't know, there's two sides to the argument there. I always argue about this. The guy at the top is basically talking about how he's racing faster cars now. He shouldn't do that, but if your car's good enough to race them and you're fast enough, then why not? I mean, if they're holding you up, then I wouldn't just stay behind them. I mean, an example would be the McLarens in the GTC series. Just now, really, like this McLaren was holding me up for a couple of laps as it's getting a bit of dirty air off the back of his car. I mean, not massive amounts in these cars, but it's all the difference. What we might see now is because I've now pulled ahead of him and he's now riding behind me, he may close back up slightly, but on these straights, because the only reason I was catching him on the straights is I was getting the draft. Otherwise, this car is, you know, a fair chunk slower in the straight line and everywhere else. But I think I just have the superior track knowledge today. Something that I do miss about having this field of view is you don't have much kind of peripheral vision. You have to know where the corner is and turn into it, as opposed to just kind of guessing, just seeing it at the left side of your eye. Don't want to go too wide there. These people, I mean, I'm just watching the top bit. He sent me to the rail with 1 and 2 hits in my back. Okay, I understand that. Still can't believe that I'm in 4th overall. 35 entrants, I think. I think it was 35, obviously I'll check when I edit this video, but 35 entrants roughly. And I am 4th in a 4 GT. Going a bit wide through there, but apparently it doesn't count as enough track. Well, that one does, that's odd. If they could put a little ramp between the off little bit and the grass, you wouldn't be counted as an off track. The 66 car is catching me, so he'll probably overtake me for 5th overall, but I am, you know, whilst being 4th is cool, being 5th overall is still pretty ridiculous, and 1st in class by what I can only assume is a fair way. Probably nice that I've done that corner all race. Very satisfying. It shows in that time apparently, 35.9. I think it's our fastest lap of the race so far. Oh. Shift down a bit too quick there and the wheels locked up for a second. The car slid, not so much that you affected me really. I mean, you could feel it in the wheel, you might not be able to see it on the video, but you do feel those things. Flat through here yet? Nope, not yet. I mean, I know this is a fun race, but I think they should have included safety rating, because the amount of silliness that happened at the start of this race, I mean, obviously everyone just jumped in and thought, yeah, I'm going to go. I mean, even though I got a good start and I've taken my crown off the line, I just waited, I wait my turn. You know, I didn't plunge in and try and just take space that wasn't there. Car's getting a bit lighter now, so we're getting there. Hopefully my fuel's doing alright, I'll double check it in a minute. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got plenty of fuel left. So I'm thinking of just Daytona for some reason. Daytona has a very high fuel consumption because a lot of it is just ovals. This is more, you know, technical. A lot of the time you're off the throttle, or not fully on the throttle anyway. Kind of keeping a gap to the 66. I mean, he's not gaining too much. I mean, I'm not driving to it, but I'm just keeping an eye on it. Well, while I'm here, when I've got a bit of a short spell, I'll talk about the league again a bit more. The league is going to have a season on iRacing coming up. I think it starts in June. If you want to join, I'd definitely recommend it. It's a very friendly league, lots of good drivers. John, who we're seeing, well, just sort of disappear off our relative chart there. There he is again. Is part of that league. So obviously, you know, I vouch I vouch for the racers. It's growing. I mean, we mainly are on our factor, so the numbers aren't massive yet. We have about 22 people so far. We're looking for a bit more than that, obviously. More the merrier, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, definitely head over to that. I mean, I'm not sure what's happening in regards to the league on side of R Factor. I think they're doing. I'm not sure that's supposed to be made yet. But I think they're running a season on iRacing anyway, just to get the gist. I mean, iRacing. I think it's a lot cheaper than all the R Factor things put together. I don't know specific numbers, but I do know that iRacing is pretty good value for money when it comes to hosting. Although saying that, I was looking at their merchandise today because I was a bit bored. But, let's have a look at the iRacing hoodie, because I like hoodies, and an iRacing hoodie would just show the world what a tool I am, so why not? And I like 30 quid. I'm not paying 30 quid for a hoodie from iRacing. I mean, I take enough of my money. Oh, kind of forgetting to brake a little bit there. We've got 5 laps to go. 66 is about 66 is 6 seconds down the road. That's a bad omen. So hopefully we'll finish above him on the track. It'll be nice to have the 4th overall. Going wide there. Ooh. Managed to catch the side before it turned into a spin just about. But it cost us time. And of course it would be an off track, and I wouldn't moan about that if we were safety rate was being counted, but of course it's not this race, which is why everyone's been playing bumper cars. I'm feeling like I'm really starting to get the hang of the 4GT now. I mean, I think I mentioned before in one of my videos that you have a kind of a choice now racing to race a lot of cars to an average level, or racing a couple of cars, or even just one car to a good level. I think that I'm starting to get there in a GT. I mean, I'm not using this race as a benchmark. I mean, because this race is a travesty. I'm not sure how I would have done if I was racing wheel to wheel, but that's how it goes sometimes. But I'm just talking about kind of relative now. Like, I find it very difficult to get into spins now. Like, when you first get into a new car, it's difficult to find where its limits are. I think I know where the GT's limits lay now, even with different setups, and you know, it's nice and satisfying to get there. I mean, saying that now, I'm probably going to spin off and ruin my race, but that's how it is. Number 7 of McLaren, who's leading his class. Is that the McLaren? Or is that a Corvette? Or are they still going? Oh no, it's a V8 supercar. I'm not sure we're faster than them or not, to be honest. I've not seen the lap time, so we'll see if we can catch it. If not, I'm just going to stay behind and listen to his sound a bit, because, you know, I can do that. I think that in a straight line they are faster, but they do suffer in the corners because they are effectively just boxes of metal. Oh, saying that, I got a bit wide, should be in 3rd gear there, don't know why I'm not. This is where the V8 supercar should suffer a bit, and I should gain. Yeah, visibly closer. Get that turned in. Nice on the apex. And be careful with the rumble strips here. If you put your foot down on those, you'll put the car around, as I learnt quite a few times in the Endurance League. It's catching now, that V8. I get to hear the sounds again. Yeah! I think you know the race has been uneventful when that's what you're looking forward to. Catching a car so you can hear it. Nice easy downshifts, nothing proper. Maybe they were a bit high. Did them a bit too early, but they were easy. No rush. The V8 supercar a lot faster than me in a straight line. Even with a worst exit through that corner, it still pulls away from me. Up here as well, the uphill section. Especially in my NAF 4th gear. That's it. It's a difficult corner to sight, this one. You want to try and aim for this apex coming into it, but it's hard to see when you're coming in from that angle in the corner. That's a fellow B-class racer. Oh, it sounds so good. I didn't want to overtake it, Greg. I like listening to that car. Yeah, you watch him come back at me now. 0.8, 0.7, 0.6. Oh, locking up a bit there. That was scary to see. Run! Run from the V8! There's terrible brakes. Luckily I can get out of there faster, so I'm kind of alright. I think I'm safe. Oh dear. I haven't done that before. Coming near the end of the race now. One more lap after this. It's been alright. I mean, a win's a win. I just wish it could be bloody official. Ah, dear. I do hope I get to race here at some point in the GT. I'd like to see how I actually compare to other people in the series. White flag. I think this race just goes to show that it's better to be careful and aggressive in a lot of these iRacing races. I mean, in real life it's different. People have more respect for each other because the stakes are higher. Obviously in iRacing that isn't the case. All you do is lose a bit of safety rating if you hit someone. You don't like end up losing hundreds of quid. Hundreds of quid? Jesus, that's very British of me. Hundreds of pounds on repairs and stuff like that, you know, and possible injury if you have a big crash. So if you ever see 25 people going to turn 1 and 2 of Interlagos, just be careful. That's my life lesson for today.
Win.
When? Come over, line. For the last time. Take the checkered. Woo! Not too bad.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. Great job, you did really well.
That was fun. Oh dear. Oh, V8 supercar. That sounds mighty good. Pro burnout. Let's have a look at the race results then. Let's see who actually made. Oh, okay, so 12 finishers out of 35. I was right, 35 starters, and we come 4th overall in a 4GT on the lead lap.
That's Sylvia's fault.
That was pretty silly. 4th overall, for God's sake.
I'll see you later, Jimmy.
Yeah, John. Wow. Anyways, guys, I'll cut it off there. It's gone long enough, I think. Thank you for watching, as always. If you did like this video, then let me know. Give me a like. If you don't, let me know in the comments what I could do better. I do appreciate any feedback you can give me. And if you really liked them, you can always subscribe. See you next time, guys.